Hi there, this will be a quick demonstration to show you how to create and manipulate a lattice using the Spinwaves software. I've already started the software and these are the windows that appear. Note that when you first start the software, your windows will not be arranged like this. Okay, so the window on the left is the magnetic cell window. It's where the visual representation of your lattice will appear. These three other windows, crystallographic information, bonds, and parameters, control different parameters that govern your lattice. Alright, to start, let's specify the dimensions of our unit cell and of our lattice. Let's make it a 2x2x2 lattice. Okay, and so what's a lattice without atoms? Let's add an iron atom at the origin of each cell. Once we hit generate, our lattice will appear. Okay. And so here it is. We can manipulate how we see the lattice by using the control and shift buttons. Using the mouse, you can go into like a free spin. If you hold down control, you can rotate. If you hold down shift, you can translate. If you use your mouse wheel, you can zoom. Okay, so let's add some more atoms. There's a couple ways you can do this. Firstly, you can manually input an additional atom. So let's put another atom in each cell right at the center. Great, and so now we have two atoms in each cell. However, if you want to add a lot more atoms, this could be a bit tedious. So let's exploit symmetry. To do this, in the top left we have a box labeled space group. Enter in your space group number and click generate, and now we have atoms generated by symmetry. And this is a lot easier than inputting 8 atoms per unit cell. Okay. However, if you have a very large lattice, this can be pretty taxing on the VTK renderer. So let's scale it down a bit, just to a single cell. Okay, so here we have a single cell with 8 atoms in the cell. What can we do? Well, let's create a bond. So to create a bond between two atoms, go in the magnetic cell window to the mode menu and then to bond creation. Click the first atom of the pair and then the second. Notice that here in the bonds window, the bond 1 parameter has refreshed, and so it has information of which atoms constitute the bond, and we can manipulate the type of interaction this bond represents by changing the Jij matrix. So if we click here on Jij matrix, we can input the actual values for the matrix. For a ferromagnetic interaction, we can input the identity and click generate. Notice that the bond that we selected was generated, and all the spatially symmetric bonds were also generated. You can see this on a larger scale if we go back to our 2x2x2 lattice. And the model re-renders, and here we have all of the bonds between all of the atoms generated just by symmetry. Okay, and so that was a brief introduction to how to manipulate a lattice and to create bonds. Stay tuned for further tutorials.